Hello, welcome to the official Kraaft Shaak vlogging channel. I'm supposed to make it sound official, right? Anyway, lots going on. So I've spent last couple of weeks really working hard to get Kraaft Shaak on the go. Since our last vlog, I told you everything has shifted, which means you're seeing less videos from me, which is kind of a bummer, but that'll even out as we get going, because right now I'm in preparation mode. So you can see like my shelves are kind of empty because what I'm doing is I'm making kits for all the classes that we're doing, and that's taking up a great deal of my time. Between that and working on the H&M show with Michael, the Craft It live show that we do on Tuesdays, I'm just not full of a lot of free time these days. So I don't have the ability to just turn on the camera, record, and then sit down and edit. Now I did do an edit of this week's Craft It Live episode. So you can actually, if you aren't somebody who can sit through an entire hour-long episode, I did shorten it up so that you could actually go through the speed through pretty fast. I'm going to be posting that today, so look for that on the YouTube channel. But basically it's this piece right here that we did on Craft It Live, and it's just this, nothing else, no fuss, no muss, and you get to watch this in like double speed, I think it is all. So it's actually quite a cool video. I liked it. I cut out the parts where I dried it, you know, that kind of thing, but it didn't take me very long at all to do that. So I have that one. And then the second piece that we did, I actually have that one will be ready for next week, ahead of the curve. So yeah, and both of these are listed on the Spreezy site right now for sale as a pair. So you can buy both of them for your home. Whatever. I had a couple of people email me and ask me if they were going to be for sale, and private message me on Instagram and asked me if they were going to be for sale somewhere, but I wasn't sure who those folks were. So so thank you for asking, but they're listed now. So I wasn't able to tag you or anything to tell you that they are listed, but they are. So they were made using this month's 3-color challenge colors, and I'm quite impressed with how it turned out, because to be honest with you, I saw, as I said on the show, Christmas, old world Christmas, or house colors, and that didn't really thrill me. But when I woke up with this image, oh yeah, and it turned out so great on the craft paper. It's just awesome. Anyway, so some of the things that I was working on before this whole class thing took off was, remember the peacock journal page? Do you remember that? Well, I started a canvas, so I'm going to share that with you. I started a canvas. It's got some really delicious drippiness to it. I'm not totally sure I'm in love with the intensity of the color at the moment, because I don't know if the peacock is going to really stand out. But I have chunks of gold flake. Here's one right here. I'm going to see if you can see it. Let's see. When I put this on here, woo, don't go into my coffee. Okay, when I put this on here, you can kind of see. No, really, you can. You see how it contrasts against the canvas really well? Can you see that? Isn't that nice? I think that's going to go really well. So I think I might leave the intensity that way and use this gold leafing in there. And then I saw something, I haven't watched it yet, but Cece has a vlog about gold leafing or something. So I need to watch that maybe before I do this. I love when I see that somebody else is working on something similar to what I'm working on, and I can learn from them before I make any valuable mistakes. Thank you, Cece. Okay, so a couple weeks ago we did an art journal page with these incredible colors, right? And these are the index cards. They're the big ones, you know, that I used as my palette, and then sort of smushed it together, and I ended up with these amazing thingies here. I am going to try in my spare time, I'm going to try and film turning them into one of them doodle works of art, where you just sort of like go with the flow with a black pen and a white pen and see what happens. Okay, so this one I actually tested out the word remembrance and then I let it drip. That's cool, but I think it needs more. So I'm gonna be working on that. You can't really, I need to put it back here so you can see the color better, but cool, huh? Yeah, so, and the shimmer on these is just delicious as all get out. So the reason why I'm bringing that up is because the journal page that we made that day, I have scanned in and will be a high resolution printout for patrons. I'm going to be posting that for patrons. I haven't done a lot for the patrons the last 3-4 weeks, so I'm actually going to open it for all patrons. So at $1 and above, you'll have access to this. If you're not a patron, this is a good month to start because I'm making up for some back work. We are also going to be having, because these classes are going to be starting next week, we are going to be having some behind the scenes footage that we're going to be sharing on this vlogging channel. So you definitely want to be a subscriber to it. We are not quite yet to 100 subscribers, so I can't do a full tour of the new space. I really wanted to do a tour this week, but not 100 subscribers, so we need a few more and then we'll do that. But all right, the other thing that I wanted to share with you is something that I am doing for the patrons this month. I am going to have, I believe on a Monday, we're going to do a workshop sort of, so to speak, thing. Basically, I'm going to be showing how I like to do these loose flower watercolors. It's very abstract and it's not ever going to turn out exactly the same, and you're never going to actually turn out with what you like. You can't set out to make this. This sort of becomes this way, and that's what we're going to be talking about and sharing with you. If it goes well, then I'm going to turn it into a online class that you can take. So with Kraaft Shaak on the go, getting ready to move out of the apartment eventually, our goal is this time next year, we no longer live in this apartment. We are actually living in a motor home or mobile transit home. I don't know if it'll be a motor home or if it'll be a trailer with a truck. We don't know yet. We're letting God figure that stuff out at the moment. But if our goal is to, this time next year, be out on the road and actually traveling from Hobby Lobby store to Hobby Lobby store. Now, it's a real godsend that we found Hobby Lobby will allow us to do classes in their store, and that we're not having, we're not experiencing any hurdles at this moment to getting into these stores. So this is great, which means we don't need the gigantic rig right off the bat to have the classroom on the back of it. Ultimately, that is what we want, but we don't have to have it in order to get started. So that sort of helps us propel this into the go mode, right? Well, with that, though, it means we are responsible for getting the word out about these classes. And right now, we have classes in Helena. We have classes in Billings, and that actually starts next weekend. The 16th and 17th of June will be in Helena, or I'm sorry, in Billings. We start Helena on the 15th, which is a Thursday, and we'll be there every Thursday for several weeks. Then we go to Pocatello, Idaho, or Idaho Falls. I get the two mixed up, one of those. So then the following week we go to the other one. So we'll be in Montana and Idaho, Billings, Helena, Montana, and Idaho Falls and Pocatello, Idaho for this month. Next month, we hope to be in Kalispell and possibly moving our way to, if Great Falls is available, we'll be going to the new store in Great Falls, hopefully, and possibly moving over towards Spokane, Washington. So these are all places that we can go in our car and then come right back here, you know, after the weekend is over. So that's where we're at right now. Any place that we can get to in our car, spend the night in a hotel, teach the classes, and then drive home. That's what we're trying to do. As we do this and as we build up these classes and more people are filling them up, we will then be able to get the motorhome and start going out a little further, and then by this time next year be completely on the road and heading to Hobby Lobby stores all over the United States. Very excited about this, but it's a lot of hard work. So I am asking and begging and pleading with anyone who might be watching this, could you please share our events page? I've put the link down in the description that is our events schedule page on kraaftShaak.com. If you could share that with anybody and let them know that we are currently in Montana and Idaho, but we will be coming to Hobby Lobbies all over the country, it'd be great. It'd be really great, because if we don't have anybody in the classes, we really can't keep going. So yeah, so that's my plea, is that you help me get the word out, and together I think we can make this thing happen. Now, if you wanted to move a little faster, of course, Kraaft Shaak on the Go has a GoFundMe page, and the GoFundMe page, all funds that are made go directly into us getting onto the road. So we're nowhere near being able to buy a motorhome at the moment with the GoFundMe, but with your help and sharing, we just might get there faster than we expected. So like I said, we're leaving it all up to him. He is really in charge of all of this, and it has been intriguing. I had a bad day yesterday because something happened where one of the places where I'm advertising for this, and I'm not paying for any advertising at the moment, which might be a problem, but we just don't have the funds to do it. It doesn't make sense. We are doing a class, 3 classes every week, and to pay for each one of those to get advertised, we'd be broke before we ever left the house. So so I'm trying to do as many free listings as possible, including Facebook, and I was actually blocked because Facebook's policy for selling items on Facebook is that you cannot sell animals, firearms, or illegal items. Illegal, to say illegal drugs, I don't know if it said that or not, but anyway, I'm teaching a mixed media class, like Facebook, come on, really? Anyway, so it got the particular thing that I was listing got blocked, and I don't know if anything I'm doing is getting seen now, because when I go to check it, I can't see it, so I don't know. It's just really frustrating, that part of it. So yesterday was kind of a bad day in that sense, because I really felt like all of my efforts have just sort of hit a brick wall. But you know what? I woke up this morning very refreshed, because I know that even if Facebook says no, there are enough of you out there who really do want to see this happen and who believe in this thing that nobody else is doing this. Nobody else is taking it on the road, making it affordable, and bringing it to a place near you. All of those folks that you want to take classes with, they cost a pretty penny, and you've got to not only pay for their class, but you got to pay to get there. Good luck with that. So, you know, by the time it's all done and you've, you know, taken out a second mortgage on your home in order to take this class, I hope it was worth it, you know. This is not going to be like this. This is going to be much more small town, small home, in-home type feel, and they're going to be you know, smaller classes, not 30 to, you know, 200 people, but 10 to 15. And we'll get to spend several hours together, and we can laugh about things, and I'll have my art journals for you to go through, and some of the art that you see will be there, you know, so that way you can see it in person and go, oh my gosh, I had no idea it looked like that. The camera doesn't tell you that, right? But even more importantly, I will get to meet you in person, and that is really what I am most excited about. So yeah, that I just cannot wait for that opportunity to be at a Hobby Lobby near you. but you got to share. You just got to share. I don't know what else to say. Oh, one last thing before I say goodbye, because I really wanted this to be a much shorter vlog than usual. I think that's a thing I say every vlog now. This is a card. Can you see the shimmer on those? Oh yeah, there you go. So each of the butterflies has like a little bit of, quite a bit of shimmer on them. And I made this card with Carly. We did a crafting with Carly video that is not available yet. I have to edit it still. There's about an hour's worth of her head getting into the view of the camera. She just doesn't comprehend the cameras here, and she wants to color, and so it was hilarious actually. But yes, okay. So I got these new markers. They're called Nouveau Aquaflow markers, and they are basically like aqua brushes, you know, the watercolor brushes that you would use, but they're pre-filled with color. And the ring tells you what color it is, and they come 3 to a package. And they're actually really, really cool markers that I love them. Carly and I used them together. We made cards. And then we use the glittery one. There's a glitter pen that comes too, or that you can get. And let's just see if you can, will it focus? There, focus. And now you should be able to see that shimmer on those butterflies. Oh, it's focusing out. Well, anyway, it's there, I promise. We did that. It was all her idea. She picked out all of the stuff to do. It was tons of fun. That video will be coming. Actually, that video actually might be coming next week instead of the second part of, instead of the second one of those other pieces that I said earlier in this vlog. Those seems like hours ago. My coffee's probably cold. Anyway, look for that. That's going to be fun. If you're not a patron, you're going to miss out on being a part of this. But hopefully, if it all goes well, it will be a class that you can take online. Don't forget to join us with the 3-color challenge. If you use this hashtag or follow this hashtag or go searching for this hashtag, like on Instagram, you're going to see what other people have been doing with those colors as well as all the colors this year. I think that's everything. Don't you think that's everything? Yeah. Actually, you know what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about doing this on Craft It Live on Tuesday. Maybe we should do that. I've just made a decision. We're doing this on Craft It Live on Tuesday. You heard it here, folks. Right here, I made a decision. 1 for the week. I'm done. Okay. That's enough of that. Patreons, we have an all-day hangout tomorrow, Friday, noon to 4 p.m. my time, which means 2 to 6 Eastern. And if you have any questions about anything that I've said, because I'm a little scatterbrained and sort of bounced all over the place, please leave a comment down below. I appreciate it. And if you're like in a place called Ohio or Florida or Louisiana or anywhere else in between all those places and here, no worries. We plan to be coming your way with Kraaft Shaak on the go, I promise. Just share so that way we can grow, please. I'm begging you, please. All right, that's enough. Okay, have a great crafty day, y'all. Bye.